Water Walking, Sidewinding, and Other Remarkable Reptile Adaptations, written by Laura Perdew, illustrated by Katie Mazeika. Reptiles acrostic, reptiles adapted, each in its own way. Painted turtles that breathe through their bums, and turtles green living in the sea. Iguanas that eat from the ocean. Lizards slap, slap, slapping their feet as they run on water. Even snakes that wind sideways. Some amazing reptiles. Reptiles have many remarkable adaptations that help them survive. You've probably heard that some reptiles strike or bite when they are threatened. You might know that turtles have shells for protection. But do you know what the green basilisk lizards do to escape danger? They run away. On top of the water, that's right, these rainforest lizards stay near water. If a predator comes too close, the lizard just drops off its perch. Then it turns its legs like super fast windmills. Those large feet and long toes slap, slap, slap the water. This keeps it sprinting across the surface to safety. Even if they do sink, basilisks are good swimmers too. Other reptiles take to the air to flee from danger. Draco lizards have flaps of skin on their sides between their arms and legs. When threatened, the lizard simply jumps from a branch, spreads its limbs, and glides to another tree, one without any rivals or predators. Also called flying dragons, these lizards can leap 100 feet between trees. While in the air, they use their tails to steer. Blue-tailed skinks can run or fly to get away from a predator, but they can pop off their tails when they need to get away. A skink can leave behind a wriggling, twitching blue tail that distracts the predator. Off goes the skink to safety. No tail? No problem, it grows back. The blue-tailed skink is a type of lizard. The thorny devil lizard's trick to stay safe is its skin. These lizards are spiky and thorny and downright prickly looking. No predator wants that stuck in its throat. Thorny devil lizards live only in the dry deserts of Australia. They are 4 to 8 inches long. Thorny skin is helpful in another way. It collects dew at the base of the spine. Then the grooves in the skin channel water to the lizard's mouth. Mexican mole lizards live in the desert on the other side of the planet. These little creatures have only two small front legs with toes and claws that help them dig. Their bodies have rings of scales that help them move like worms, perfect for slithering and burrowing under sand and soil. Who needs back legs with a body like that? Mexican mole lizards spend so much of their lives underground that scientists are still learning about them. Speaking of cool moves, check out sidewinder snakes. They look like any old snake until you watch them move. Whoa, what are they doing? That twisty sidewinding motion is a super useful adaptation. It keeps the snake up off the hot desert sand. No one wants a burned belly, not even a snake. That funny looking sidewinding motion is a quick way for this snake to get around. Deserts make creatures thirsty. Good thing Gila monsters have bladders that act as water bottles. These lizards store waters in their bladders to help them get through months of dry desert heat. The Gila monster is one of only 2 venomous lizards in the world. They also have tails like a pantry. The fat stored in their tails help them survive the cooler months. That's when they hunker down in burrows and don't go hunting for food. Before alligators hunker down for the winter, they dig holes. These alligator holes fill with water and become refuges for both the alligators and other critters during the dry months. That sounds like an alligator buffet, but no, the alligators don't eat everyone. They're too sleepy during the dry season. Of course, all those critters better skedaddle before the alligators are fully awake. These gator holes are important to the whole ecosystem because they improve the flow of water. Guess what painted turtles do when their ponds freeze over the winter? They breathe through their butts. Painted turtles hibernate in the water and their bodies slow way down. Hibernating turtles don't need much oxygen, but they still need some. The blood vessels in their butts take oxygen from the water, keeping the turtle alive. Painted turtles can survive an ice-covered pond for more than 100 days. To stay alive when there's little food, marine iguanas have a unique adaptation too. They shrink, but they don't just get skinny, they get shorter too. When there's more food, they get fatter and longer again. They switch back and forth between shrinking and regrowing as long as they live. Marine iguanas live on land, but they swim to find their food, algae and seaweed. Green sea turtles are another type of marine reptile, and they are well adapted for life in the ocean. They have flippers like boat paddles and can stay underwater for up to 5 hours. Their hearts slow down and might be only once every 9 minutes. At the same time your heart beats more than 900 times. Most green sea turtles will leave the water only to lay eggs. Can you imagine being able to defy gravity and walk up a wall like a gecko? You'd be a whole new kind of superhero. Geckos can walk on walls because of their amazing feet. But their feet aren't sticky in the way you might think. They're hairy. Hundreds of teeny tiny hairs on the bottom of a gecko's feet help it scale the side of a wall or rock. Scientists study gecko feet to design technology that can help humans. What could be cooler than hairy feet? Chameleon tongues. Chameleons use their 360-degree eyesight to zero in on a meal. Once they spot their prey, they lash out their elastic, spring-loaded tongues. These extra long tongues are so quick the insects are gulped before they know what hit them. Talk about fast food! The end of a chameleon's tongue is like a sticky suction cup. Remarkable adaptations help all reptiles survive in their environment, and every day scientists are discovering more. Go investigate the world around you. What else can you learn?